My name is Durmerrick, and I'm a 14-year-old published poet, motivational speaker, and spoken word artist from Fort Worth, Texas. This poem I want to do for you guys today is my newest poem that I finished, and it's entitled Watch Me. And I wrote this poem after being told that I could never make it with my poetry. So here it is. Why should I feel discouraged? Why should the shadows come? Why should my heart feel lonely and long for my heaven and home? Whoever said words don't hurt lied. Because I can measure her hot, the very substance of my being raged when she dipped my crisp, melt away soul into her grease-filled eyes, until my spirit was fried. And it was at that very moment, everything I'd ever worked for, lied for, hurt for, or cried for, lie in the palm of her hands as she prepared for battle. Without thought, she took my hopes, my soul, my dreams, and began to rattle. Never took the time to read the encryption boldly written. Contents are fragile. But it was too late now. She had just for the very first time opened up my wounds of low self-esteem and prematurely allowed them to breathe, you see. Heaven's band couldn't aid, because not even God's band-aid could stick around to heal me. I realized I'd been infected with a disease that wouldn't give an ear to my whisper and didn't respond to my shout. And I could no longer hide from the symptoms that plagued from this infection called doubt. Symptoms like perfectionism had already invaded my bloodstream, but I realized that perfectionism was all too familiar to me because it was my enemy, not the enemy, but the inner me, therefore it had always been in me. That small voice I'd managed to turn down and all of a sudden been awakened and screamed so loud that it surfaced from those hyper-vigilant clouds and said, "Hey, remember me? Low self-esteem. Yeah? What do you want from me? Did you really think God could have a plan for you without consulting me?" And before I could utter a word, out from the droopy lights declared, "How could you allow doubt to have so much potency?" And it took me back to the moment this contagious disease emerged from her lips vocally and attached itself to me when she told me that I could never make it with my poetry. And all these issues of doubt and low self-esteem could have been avoided if I would just simply mustered up every ounce of God-fearing love I had left in me and simply replied, "Watch me." That's it. Candy girl, you are my world. You look so sweet. You're a special treat. I remember waking up one morning thanking the Lord for starting me on my way. I got all dressed up to go see Mr. Goodbar, because it was another payday. And as Roseanne started to come to an end, I knew it was time to go. I stepped outside and kind of felt skittled, because I could see the rainbow. I stood there for a moment because there was some sort of emptiness in my heart, but I decided to start walking. As I turned the corner of Fifth Avenue, I met the almond joy of my life, my sweetheart. And if any of those nerds or smarties tried to holler at her, I would definitely fight, because I only wanted her to see me like Mike and not like Ike. I made up in my mind that I'm going to believe her nor forsake her, and if she ever got out of line, I made a promise to remain her sugar daddy and not be a jawbreaker. And just to be sweet, this is what I said. Sorry for being the milk dub, but sometimes I can be a whatchamacallit, an airhead. So don't take my gobstoppers as not being kind, and please don't snicker at my silly rhymes, but you are the name that comes to mind when I think first. You are the Milky Way that causes my mind to go starburst. You are the Hershey that give my kisses flavor. You are the best thing that happened to me. You're a lifesaver. And if you let me, not even 100 grand could compare to the love that I will show. Because I'm not into you just so you can shake that Laffy Taffy and make that Tootsie Roll, but I'm going to be there for you now and later, near and far. I'm not going to treat you like some cheap corner store bought candy bar. And after me pouring out my heart and causing this poem to linger, she looked at me, smiled, and gave me the Butterfinger.